Hey guys, on today's video, let's discuss D&D. Let's see how it's doing. And then we'll open a box and see how Justin did. But it really doesn't matter, Justin, because really it's just a conversation about D&D, and it's coming up next. Check, check. Hey guys, welcome back. We are having a box opening. Good old Justin, my patron, won this in his giveaway because, why not, right? I do like patron stuff once in a while because, patrons deserve it. But more importantly, let's talk D&D, guys. I'm going to do this opening, but we're going to talk D&D. That's the whole point. Most people are thinking this set's going to be a dud, all right? But you got to think long term, seriously. You can't think short term about D&D. You got to think long term, as in the years and years to come, what this set will be. So, understanding that's understanding part of the battle. D&D is a perfectly fine set. I love it. I have no problems with the set at all. Yeah, I could wish the cards were a little more powerful, but generally speaking, if Wizards is powering down a set, then it doesn't matter because all the cards in this set for standard will be powered down. So I am cool with it. Now, long term, when you're looking at sets like this, I get it. You think, oh, it's not going to be worth anything. But as we've said before, if people don't pick this set up, if they don't buy the set, if they don't say, hey, I want that Drider right there, if they don't say they want that Drider, and they move on and say, I just wanted that Wizard Spellbook, that was the only card I was looking for, then that's what's going to happen, okay? But that's not what's going to happen to D&D. There'll be a bunch of cards people want. There'll be set collectors and stuff in the future who will go back and want this card. For things like this, when you see a cool beholder coming at you, you got to admit it's pretty awesome. But D&D as a financial whole right now looks like junk. People don't care. They don't want it. They want to move on to the next thing. Let's go ahead and get to Midnight Hunt because that's where we want to be. But when you see Drizzt smiling down on you, years from now, you will respect the man. Or maybe you'll just keep laughing. Now, in case you're wondering why I put Drizzt up there, I always see in the openings how far we can get. Can we get all the characters? Yeah, I just think people are underestimating what will happen with products like this. And no matter how much you try to warn someone how good a set is, they don't listen. Flump it, as it were. They'll just flump it. And they just don't care. And when they don't care what's going on, they miss out on the real value that comes later on with sets like this, right? When you miss out on the boat and you say, hey, I don't care, this set's junk, move on to the next one, you really could be missing out on something particularly awesome. And when sets are short printed, that's when you can make a lot of money. My Dominaria boxes have gone up a bunch. Why? Because it got short printed. How is that going to fare later on? Hey, there's our first mythic of the day. Let's take a look at that bad boy there. Can we get him to zoom in? I don't know what it is sometimes with this camera. I cannot wait till we can get the new camera, guys. Cannot wait. There's a foil there too. So we'll see how this pans out for most people. I know a lot of people canceled orders earlier on. They said, I don't want it anymore. They canceled with their LGS. LGS has got stuck with some of it. Some didn't take their orders. They said, nope, we're not taking it. It didn't sell well. And they left it with the distributors. And if distributors don't reorder, if they don't reorder, guys, you know what happens. When things don't get reordered, things get short run. That's just the way it is. We got a Mind Flayer, an alternate rare. Cool. And we got a giant that really probably nobody cares about, that hill giant. I care, but nobody else cares. Because he's still a hill giant. I don't know, guys. It's something to think about. With a lot... Oh, full art Black Dragon. That's cool. When we see cards like this coming and going, hey, we got a Flame Skull that nobody cares about. Hand of Vect. This isn't a bad box so far, really. Right? When we see stuff like this, and you don't see the power, like, let's face it, 7 for a 4/4 looks ridiculous. Nobody cares when they see that. Can I get that thing to focus? I don't know what it is with this camera, guys. I cannot wait till we upgrade to the better camera. I think it's just the other features in the picture get caught in here, and the camera says no. But don't worry. Don't worry. The camera fund grows. And as it grows, so do my chance of getting that new camera sooner rather than later. Some uncommons. Then we got a Triumphant Adventure. Now, some people just don't like to delve into the dungeon. I get that. You don't like to delve into the dungeon? Then don't use the cards. Pick out those few favorites, which every set's going to have a couple. Things like Loth and that are going to see play. I think the land cards will see a particular enjoyment later on as people get into the game. I love Power Word Kill. There's good art on that. Hey, this is a good one, guys. The Hall of the Storm Giant. Now, remember, this thing does come into play. Tap, sure, right? But paying 6 and making it into a giant 7/7 is a lot of fun. I gotta be honest. That's a full art. And for a draft box, this is a pretty good box so far. I gotta be honest. Oh, I just dropped your payload. What was I thinking? Don't worry about me. Everything survived that Vorpal Blade encounter that you just saw coming at you. Vorpal Blade. Yeah. Underestimated, like most sets. Some of the best sets in Magic are sets that people thought were junk at the time. I remember being able to pick up boxes of Dark Ascension. Dark Ascension, I was buying boxes for $50 as stores cleared it out. $50, guys. $50. Now, look at Dark Ascension now. Now, I've already sold some boxes. I made my money back. I'm sitting on the rest because I can. But, guys, there's been money made here and there by people, Forsworn Paladin, not caring and bypassing good cards in a set. It's just something to think about. People don't realize it. But here in this video, we have the opportunity. I have the opportunity to convince you of the awesomeness of a green dragon, an alternate card, a dragon turtle nobody really cares about, and some land. You have that chance to change your mind. That's the good news. This set's going to be in print for a while. Even if it's short printed, it still has a good lifespan ahead of it where it's going to have chances to, be a treasure for people and get picked up at some other point. Even if it's not picked up now, there is a chance it'll get picked up later on by people who realize, or some card in a later set becomes awesome. Then they notice it. Like the class cards could be really big. I like the class cards, but I'm not really using them right now. I have tried to use them, but they haven't worked out for me. But that doesn't mean something in Midnight Hunt or some of the other sets coming up aren't going to bring some value to those cards. Right? The Raven Feeblement, stuff like that. Den of the Bugbear. Hey, look at that. We got, okay, foil Mythic. Very nice. We'll put the Mythic over there, I guess. And the Den of the Bugbear goes there. When you see how some of these cards interact, like Den of the Bugbear, you'll be getting some good reactions to it. You will. Because it can do multiple bang effects, man. I just think people don't realize that a set like this will have future value. They always do. Okay, if Fallen Empires had future value, then you know a set like this will have future value. It has cross-representation. There are D&D fans. There are Magic fans. And there are fans yet to come to any of these things that may decide it's a worthwhile set. White Dragon. Brunar Battlehammer. Oh, that's an uncommon. Hey, that's funny. We got Cave of the Frost Dragon too. We got a lot of full art cards in this particular box. For as far as D&D boxes go, this isn't a half bad box actually. It's got some decent cards. We got some more uncommons there. Then we got a white. We got the white. Hey, it focused for a second. Did you see that? It was awesome. We all saw it focus. We know it focused. Oh, you're being difficult on this side. There we go. Don't worry, I'll clean my mess up later. You know how it goes. Oh, that's a common. I'm putting, there you go. And oh my god, Blue Dragon too. Uncommon. We got Dancing Sword rare, and we got a Lonesome Troll. And I'm just putting the commons over here because they start getting stacked up in this thing. There's nothing special about them. You may avert your eyes from the cards that are not special. Actually, what we were just talking about, a lot of people think none of the cards in this set are special. Not even the Instruments of Bards. Nobody likes it. But I'm looking on Arena. Some cards are being played, just not enough of them. Who knows what the future brings. Now for me, oh, that's an uncommon. I've picked up my sets. I've already completed all my sets, so I'm good. This was actually pretty easy to do. The prices weren't high. I remember just being able to grab this stuff, so when it's this cheap, I grab it and I sit on it. Seriously? We got the full art version, the foil version, the regular version, and now this version. That's funny. Wow, if this was just a regular box, I mean, come on. Is this the best one we've opened so far as it goes for a draft box? It's got to be close. This draft box seems to be kicking it back old school. Has some good cards, a little bit of spice to it. And we still got packs to go here. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's go here. Let's go there. Got that one. And we got Skeletal Swarming. Because, you know, summoning the undead is always one of those things we do. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, we'll see. The future could bring some mighty fine Frogmyth things. On the other hand, maybe the set bombs, nobody cares, and it takes 20 years to recuperate. But most savvy people realize that's not how it works anymore. Oh, uncommon, and we got a Circle of Druids, and we got Guinevere. So we'll put the token there because that's one of the cards we're looking for. Do we have all the cards? I guess we just need the Icing Death token, right? Just an Icing Death token, we're good. Because we don't care about the Lonesome Troll and stuff. We don't care about Zalto. Although Zalto's not bad. I'll be honest. A 7/3 trample. He's not a horrible card. Well, we're near the end of the box here, guys. We've been chatting away here and filtering through pretty darn fast. Because, you know, that's the way we're trying to do it here when we get this far into a set where we know, hey, we know it's in the set. Just get to the conversation and move it along. I know that feeling. And I mean, as a Saturday video, why not? You guys are having a good time. You're just chilling back with some coffee, watching somebody get hammered or get success. And in this case, it looks like success. I mean, we can hope to get like an old Gnawbones or something to really... Maybe Tiamat would be nice to get as well. We still got, what, 4 packs left, guys? In this video before we call it a day and move on to the next amazing cycle. But one never knows. That's the one thing about these packs I can say is I've had a few surprises. Hey, it's a foil land. I have had a few boxes that surprised me. This is one, just because the sheer amount for a regular draft box that's in here, it's kind of crazy. I love the fact that in draft, by the way, set box versus a draft box, I take a draft box every day. They're so much easier to sort, guys. I'll be honest. I'm much more enjoying, hey, another one! Xanadar the Guild Kingpin. Another mythic, hey, and a foil draft. I guess we'll put that with the alternates. So we're still pulling out some fairly decent cards. Even in the late drawings of what's inside the box. Hey, Dungeon Descent. And we got a portable hole. Don't fall down. Oh, last pack. So this is it. We can hope for an old Gnawbones right now, but if you don't get it, don't come crying. Because that's the way the game is played. We got an Orb of Dragonkind to end things off. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Congratulations, Justin. These cards are on their way to you. Enjoy, guys. Have a great one. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. Thanks a lot for the continued support. Hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday because you all deserve it. That's the way it should be. I'm banging the table saying that's how it's done. Have a great one, everyone.